This video was recorded with the Avermedia Live Gamer Portable. Skip it up and that up! I hate discussing these news articles that talk about or bash a certain company or console, whether it be Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. Yes, even Microsoft. There's still people defending Microsoft at this point. Because I'm not going to not tell you how I feel, and it just pisses off people, and it just causes a lot of drama in the comment section. But you know what? That's part of what I do now. It's part of the job, and hey, I'm going to be honest and tell you how I feel about things. So bear with me, and if you don't like it, don't really know what to say. I'm not going to lie about something to appease people or pretend I feel a different way to appease people. So the development company Red Thread Games had this to say about the PlayStation 4 and Wii U. The PlayStation 4 is inviting, and the Wii U is underpowered. Speaking about their newest game, creative director Ragnar Tornquist had this to say: "We are preparing to go to consoles. Without officially announcing anything, we are keen on getting this game to as many people as possible. We're building a game that has cross-platform technology anyway, so I think chances are extremely good that we'll land on one or both of the next-gen consoles." Notice he didn't say all three next-gen consoles. He also talks about Microsoft's whole anti-indie gamer thing and how it's a pain in the ass to get indie games on there. This is what he had to say on that. "We've also started dialogue with Microsoft. The Xbox One and Microsoft, they get a lot of flack, but it's still an extremely interesting platform for us, and obviously it's going to be huge. I've officially also said that Sony is a lot more inviting and welcoming to indie developers, so it's a lot easier for us to start that dialogue and get support. It is a bit harder with Microsoft, but it's not like we're excluding anything." He also said in a nutshell, if Dreamfall Chapters goes anywhere outside of PC and it only goes on one platform, it's going to be the PS4. And here is where the zinger comes in that he throws at Nintendo. This is what he had to say. "We're also in dialogue with Nintendo," said Tornquist. "We're going to be looking at it. We can't make any promises because the Wii U, it's underpowered compared to the next-gen consoles and PC, obviously. I don't think that's a secret or Nintendo would get upset at me. We're going to look at getting the game running on the Wii U, and then we'll make decisions depending on how that goes and what we see the market possibilities are doing. Like I said, we don't want to exclude anything, so we'll try anything." It's interesting what he says at the end there, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now, talking about the hardware capabilities of the Wii U and how it's anemic, again, I don't really know what to say at this point. It's so confusing. You get articles that say, yeah, it's going to be underpowered compared to the PS4 and Xbox One, but it's not going to be so far behind that it can't get multiplats. And then you have developers, indie and mainstream, saying it is substantially underpowered, and you have some that don't. You have Iwata himself go on stage and saying that people are underestimating the Wii U, and it is. It has enough horsepower for next gen. Oh man, I'm so tired of hearing these conflicting arguments in articles everywhere, man. Just someone, like, I wish there was someone who could really sit down and benchmark the damn thing like it was a PC and say, yes, it is underpowered. No, it's not underpowered. It is a little bit, but it could still hold its own with multiplats. On that note too, as much as, I like the touchscreen controller, the tablet controller, the Wii U gamepad, if I don't call it the right name, people flip out. I really wish Nintendo kind of took the PS4 approach and just made a kick-ass system with easy to program for hardware. Then you add the add-ons later. If you want to make the Wii U gamepad, make it an accessory. If you wanted this, make it an accessory. And they focused more on the hardware, making more powerful hardware so they could keep up with the Joneses. I'm sure they're looking back now and probably regretting adding in the Wii U gamepad. It's almost like Nintendo, when they developed the Wii U, was like, shit, we need something. We had the whole motion control thing with the Wii. What the hell can we do with the Wii U to make it another hit like that? Should we go for ultra powerful hardware? They're like, we got to do something different, just like with the Wii, because that's what made it work. But they didn't factor in that times have changed, and those casuals have moved on to something different. Now, with that being said, though, you notice that little thing he threw in at the end right there? I'll read it again. We're going to look at getting the game running on Wii U, and then we'll make decisions depending on how that goes and what we see the market possibilities are doing. You see what I'm saying right there? So here is the other thing that he kind of took the words out of my mouth, is that if a platform is a moneymaker, basically what he was saying is this, even if we get it running on the Wii U, we may not waste our time completing development on it, because if there's not a big enough install base, we can't make a big enough profit off of it. But on the flip side, I guarantee you this, if the Wii U had a 50 million install base right now, I promise you, Dreamfall Chapters would be a game on the Wii U. It would be coming to the PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. Even with the quote-unquote limited hardware, they would find a way to shoehorn the game on that platform if it was a moneymaker. Give me a break. I guess that was like a Freudian slip right there. So as much as the Wii U may be underpowered, it just frustrates me though. They'll bitch about power, they'll complain about the limitations of a platform, but they'll shut up about those limitations if the platform has a big enough install base, and then magically the games will just come out for it anyway. It's funny how much money talks, man. Anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting news story you would like me to discuss, private message me with a link via YouTube. And if I use your news article, I will give you a shout out in the video and feature your YouTube channel in the description. Have a good one.